What is going on, guys? It's another awesome day. Today we're going to feed all of the smaller stuff. I do have all my other smaller rattlesnakes over here. The Canebrakes, the Easterns, all the babies. I do have the Red Bull with defrosted rats in it right now. Tomorrow I do have to feed some of the bigger stuff, so stay tuned for that episode tomorrow. But for now we're going to get started with these guys. Alright, so the Canebrakes are up top here, but I'm going to wait and feed them last because I do have to take the male out and put him in the trash can, as most of you guys know. For those of you guys that are new to my channel, because my channel has been growing, so I do have to add new things every time. But I do have 2 Canebrake rattlesnakes in here. The male will not eat in the cage. I always have to put him in the garbage can, and the best part about that is he always poops in the garbage can afterwards. It's always quite a lovely smell. But I'm going to do them last, so first I'm going to try to feed my big het albino Eastern right here. Now she's going to shed very soon. If you can see her skin is very pale almost. That's because she's getting ready to shed. She might eat, she might not. I'm not going to be completely surprised if she doesn't, but she is also a bit of a pig, so you never know. Let's see if I can get her to strike this. So now right now her eyes are a little glossed over, but it's okay. She is a pit viper. She has those heat sensing pits on the front of her face, so she does see this very warm rat right in front of her. She is rattling. I don't know if she's going to strike at it, because again, she is in shed, but I will leave it in there with her for a little bit, if anything. So, alright, I'm going to leave it there. Oh, she did strike it. Nice. Well, that's a good sign. Like I said, she is quite a bit of a pig, so she'll come back to eat that. Now for my other 2 Easterns, I'm going to attempt to feed them frozen thawed. For those of you guys that have been following me for a while, you know that my other female, for some reason, keeps bouncing back and forth. She will eat frozen thawed, she won't. She will only eat live. So this is another attempt at frozen thawed. If she doesn't eat this, I will have to get a live rat to feed her. Because I do need to go to the store tomorrow and get live rats for some of the smaller rattlesnakes as well. So I'm going to go ahead and grab, let's see, a good size one. Grab this one here. So she is right here in front of the glass. Hi, gorgeous. You want that? You zoomed in on her face. So the tongue is going. She's definitely smelling it. If you actually watch the tongue, it is quick little bursts, so she can register what is going on, that it is food that she is detecting. So she's not seeming too interested. There goes the rattle. So when I move it fast, I'm trying to mimic a live rat. I don't know what she senses that I don't know, but hopefully, no. Well, I'm going to leave it right there for her. If she eats it, she eats it. She might not. And then next I have the male down here. Try and keep up with me, guys. I got lots of snakes to feed. But the male usually eats frozen thawed for me, no problem, as long as we don't get in his way. So I do have a nice big one here for him. Actually, yeah, I'm going to give him the big one. Why not? Hopefully he'll eat this. So this is definitely a size up for him. Oh, nice fast strike. You can actually see right there where one of the fangs did puncture the rat. Not quite sure where the other one went, but I'm going to leave that right there for him. He's actually fixing his jaw right now from the strike. Alright guys, so here I do have my Mojave rattlesnake. Now if you guys did watch my video with the timber rattlesnakes a couple weeks ago, these guys can have a hemotoxic or neurotoxic venom. It does change on the certain areas they come from. As you can tell, he is definitely, or she, excuse me, is definitely hungry right now. Now this snake is another snake of mine that I've had for a couple months. It was doing great, and then all of a sudden just started losing weight. I did just take him to the vet along with the Honduran milk snake. It did get a clean bill of health, so it's just having a certain trouble. Ooh, That was a good one. Did you even get that?
Mm-hmm.
You did?
I got it.
So it's been having trouble gaining weight, but according to the vet, the snake is good. Some sad news about the Honduran milk snake. Unfortunately, I did decide to put that snake down. I did euthanize it. The vet said it didn't know what was wrong with it, but it was not gaining weight, and it was very, very weak when I actually finally did take it to the vet's office. So that is unfortunately very sad, but I did want the snake to go peacefully, not have to suffer anymore, so I did make that choice to euthanize the snake. So, here I do have my South American rattlesnake. Absolutely love the snake, as most of you guys know. Last night I did feed it a chick head, and it ate it, no problem. Literally just a head of a chick because it came off as I was getting food for the foxes out. So I'm going to attempt to feed this snake now a larger rat as well. Hopefully she will take it, no problem. Now, as you guys know, I do have the baby snake as well, which I'll be feeding later this week. I probably won't be filming that because it does eat live. I don't always have a handy cameraman here, so let's see if I can get her to strike this. You want to strike it? Now, very funny about this snake, sometimes she'll just start, oh my god. Oh my god. Well then, I'm just gonna set that right there. I'm gonna close that up. Now, when I first got this snake, it would literally just take the food either right off the tongs or wouldn't touch it at all, and I would have to leave the food in there with the snake and it would eventually just start eating it. Now, as you can see, the snake is getting its health back. It did have parasites when I got it, but it's getting its health back and it's acting like a normal rattlesnake. I'm absolutely in love with this snake. But we're going to keep going because we got lots of snakes to feed. Now the beautiful het albino eastern starting to take down her meal. Like I said, she is a little pig, even though she isn't shed. As you can see, she's still kind of pale or very dull in color right now. She still does have those high yellows because she is het albino, but the rest of her skin tone is very bland, not as bright as it usually is. Alright guys, now this one, you gotta make sure you keep your eye on there. Because even when I edit this footage, it's extremely hard to see this strike. Now this is my Rhino Viper, absolutely in love with this snake. It is a very beautiful snake, high blue, high green coloration, extremely fast. So make sure you keep your eye on this snake because this is something you don't want to miss. Now I will slow it down, but I don't know how well it does because it's still usually kind of blurry even after 60 frames per second. Yeah. Can I have the tongs back? Thank you. Now this is the biggest meal that I have fed this snake so far, but I have no doubt that she will take it down and she will start to go in the shed after, which I'm really excited about because after she goes in the shed, I'm going to be throwing her in a light cube and taking some awesome pictures of her. So next I have these puff adders. Now I don't really know the locality of these guys, but I'm really excited because I'm getting 2 more, hopefully in the next week or 2, that are a different locality. They're actually a lot brighter in color. They have more vibrant pinks and yellows on them, which is really cool, but these guys have that black-yellow look. They're still really pretty in their own way. Now these guys are part of the Bitis family, extremely fast strikers. There is 2 in here, so I have to be extremely careful when doing this. There's one right here, right in front of my face, and the other one is back there in that little house. Now I'm also bumping up the size of theirs as well. I'm giving these guys pups. I'm pretty sure they can take them down no problem. I'm going to give this one here in front, the smaller one, because he looks a little bit smaller than the one in the back. You want it? But look, it's your favorite meal. Oh, so fast. So unfortunately, the snake bit and let go, which isn't very good for me because I do need to feed that one in the back there. So Tyler, I'm going to switch spots with you. I'm going to close this up a little bit. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to try and just get the one in the back. She always holds on. This one in the front never fucking does. Good. Alright, so here we go. Now this one's a little bit bigger, but I know this snake can take it down. He's a little bit bigger than the one in front here. I don't know if you can hear it, but it is making that puff noise. Come on. Lightning quick. Lightning quick. That's insane. I can't even imagine encountering these snakes in the wild. Man, they love targeting those rats in the ears. Like I've said that before on the channel. Like they absolutely, like their fangs always go right in their ears. It's crazy. So next we have my beautiful black-tailed rattlesnake. Ooh, so fast. Now I can't wait till she gets bigger. I have a lot of friends in Arizona that are constantly posting pictures of these rattlesnakes, and man, when they are big and beautiful, they're quite impressive. Very similar in coloration to a het albino eastern diamondback rattlesnake. She's not even rattling now. She's like, yeah, whatever. Tyler, you know you can talk, right? You are my cameraman. People know this.
I know. But it's all about the shots.
Alright, let's close her up and keep going. Alright guys, now last but not least, my Canebrake rattlesnakes. Like I said earlier, I normally do take them out. I'm not going to take them out right now, at least the male, because the male is tunkered in way down there and he's actually underneath the female. If you come on over here, you can see the different scale pattern. I don't know if you can get him on the camera there. If you come over here, you can see him there. He is underneath her, so I'm kind of left with no option here. I'm going to feed her on top of the house, and then I'm going to tuck his in the house. Hopefully he will eat it that way. So I'm going to open this glass over here. I want you guys to come on over here. I'm going to open up this side. Alright, so I do have some small rats for them. Again, big thank you to Hollywood Rodent for hooking it up with the small rats. Oh, she knows. She is such a pig too. I absolutely love it. Let's see if I can get her to come over here. Come on. Come into the light. Come on. Come on. Oh, so fast. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that right there for her. Now this one you guys probably aren't going to see just because he is inside that house there, but his head is in there, so I'm just going to kind of tuck it in there. If you watch the female, she's actually going to start fixing her jaw here in a minute. From that strike, you can see just barely how it's got a weird little crink in it, but she will then fix her jaw and then start smelling out the rat. Alright guys, that's it for tonight. I'm going to let the snakes eat their food. Tomorrow I do have to feed all the bigger snakes and all the really small snakes, so stay tuned for that video. Tyler's coming back over to help me tomorrow. Now when I did say, just so you guys know, because I was reminded about this, you guys probably don't know what I'm talking about half the time. When I say the snakes have to fix their jaws after the strike, the reason why for that especially the big vipers and stuff like that, when they hit that rat, they're hitting it with everything they possibly have. So when they hit that rat, sometimes their jaw does come apart. And basically, they need to put it back together before they start eating that rat to take it apart themselves. So that's what I mean when they say they have to fix their jaws realistically. But I want to thank you, all my patrons out there. You guys are awesome. Good news, we just got the stickers in, so those are going to be getting sent out really, really soon. I will see you guys in the next video. Subscribe if you aren't already. Smash that like button if that's what you like to do. Bye.